So after reviewing the information on the cognitive load, uh, I went about this a little bit differently. I was sitting at the table here, doing the research and looking to put together a visual presentation, and my wife walked by and said, "Can you please clean up the table? It's driving me nuts. I can't stand to look at it." So I've been doing some projects around the house since the twins are home, and I just haven't taken my stuff back out to the garage. So in my classroom, I like to use analogies. And so I've decided to use the kitchen table as an analogy for this cognitive load and what needs to be in presentations and what can be eliminated. So first of all, I'm thinking about what are the keys to success in using all this with students. Most importantly for me, I said you have to know your audience. All right. If you're working with elementary, middle, high school, undergrad, grad, everything is going to be presented differently, and everybody has a different load that they can sort of withhold. And use common sense. Right? If it looks like it's too much, then it probably is. And I like this visual down the bottom right. The key to success, whenever you find it, someone will change the lock, and that could not be more true in education. If you think you've got it all figured out and it's going to be easy street, you're wrong, because something's going to change. We always need to be adapting and ready for that next thing coming down. So here we go. I'm sitting at my laptop. My wife walks by and she sees this. It drives her absolutely insane. Now, for a graduate level website or presentation, this doesn't bother me. All right, I look at all this. Every piece of this was used for something. It has a purpose. And so when I look at the table, when I went to sit down, this didn't bother me. But for her, it drove her absolutely insane. So for me, this is something that, say, a graduate level presentation could handle. But I took care of a couple projects and I was able to eliminate some of the clutter. All right, so here we are at undergraduate level. Again, we've got a lot going on, but you've got a more developed mind, and the little flashing things in the corner should not be as much of a distraction as it would be for a much younger student. So we go and we do a couple more projects, and here we are at a high school level. All right, there's still plenty of opportunity to explore. All right, they know their boundaries and they're going to stay within their limits, but still too much. So we get it down to that middle school level. All right, they're still exploring. They don't have the restraint to not click on things and start, getting off task. You definitely need to guide them in the right direction. And then we take it down to elementary. Side note, that's a horrible thermometer and it's going back. But they need to be much more guided with all the other issues that younger elementary school students are working with literacy in general. We sort of need to stick to the point. So I guess my kitchen table is A, now clean, so the wife's happy, and B, it worked for a little bit of analogy with the cognitive load. Thanks.